Hello everyone, I am Birendra Yadav, a BTech graduate from IIT Roorkee. In this session, I'll talk about roadmap to IIT. Many of you may have a dream to become engineer from IIT. I'll tell you what is required to get into IIT. First of all, I'll tell you about IIT. IIT is Indian Institute of Technology. There are 6 zonal IITs: IIT Bombay, Delhi, Kharagpur, Kanpur, Roorkee, Madras and Guwahati. These 7 IITs conduct the test for the admission to IIT. So if you want to get into IIT, you need to take the entrance exam conducted by these IITs in the name of JEE, Joint Entrance Examination. Now, to get a good rank in the entrance exam, you need to understand the objective of the exam. Now, question arises, why do they conduct a separate exam? There is already a board exam. Students who are planning to take admission into IIT or who are planning to become engineer, they have to take their 12th board. So why don't they prepare a rank list on the basis of board percentage? Why do they conduct a separate exam? Here we have to understand the objective of the exam. Here many of you may say that across India there are different boards. So it is not possible to compare the percentage given by one board with the percentage given by another board. Then let me tell you, there is a procedure of normalization. With the help of normalization, you can compare the percentage of one board with the percentage of another board. But still, they conduct a separate exam. Lots of money is spent to conduct the entrance test. To understand the objective of the exam, let me share a data with you. In 2015, they conducted the entrance exam. The name was JEE Advanced. In this paper, those students who got more than 24.5% marks, their names were included in the merit list prepared by IITs for the admission to IIT for 9,800 approximate seats, and 26,000 students got their name in the merit list. 26,000 students. Let me tell you, in 2015, the exam was conducted in 2 phases. In the first phase, about 13 lakh students took the exam. And out of 13 lakh, about 1,17,000 students were allowed to take the second phase of the exam. And out of 1,17,000 students, 26,000 students were there in the merit list prepared by IITs. Now, 26,000, if I find the percentage 26,000 upon 13 lakh, this comes 2%. Which means only 2% students get their name in the merit list prepared by IITs for the seats in IITs. Now, more interesting fact is 24.5% marks. Only 2% students are capable of getting 24.5% marks. 24.5 was the cutoff. Not only this, in the previous year, 2014, the cutoff was approximately 36%. And in 2013, the cutoff was about 35%. Let me tell you, if you analyze past year's results, you can easily say that if you get 30 to 40% marks in the entrance exam conducted by IITs, you can easily get a rank. How much? 30 to 40%. Now tell me, how many times, how many of you in your life have got 30 to 40% marks? Most of you will say never. Now you have to get 30 to 40% marks in JEE paper conducted by IITs to get into IIT. Now, if you look at the percentage cutoff, 30 to 40%, it looks very easy. You may say it's very easy to get 30 to 40% marks. But if you look at the data that only 2% students are capable of getting 30 to 40% marks in JEE paper, then you may say, yes, the paper must be very difficult. That is why very few students are getting 30 to 40% marks. So again the question arises, why do they prepare a paper which has so difficult questions? Why can't they prepare easy paper? In easy paper, most of the students will get 60-70% marks, and from there they can select toppers, but they don't prepare such type of paper. Now to understand the objective of making such paper, I would like to ask you, do you know what an engineer does? What will you do if you become an engineer? For example, if you become a mechanical engineer, then what will be your role as an engineer? If you become a software engineer, then what will be your role as a software engineer? Let me tell you, as a software engineer, you are there to program a new software to help our society. As a mechanical engineer, you will be there to design a new engine to help our society. Now the word new is very important here. As an engineer, you are there to get something new. As a mechanical engineer, you are not there to repair an old engine. You are there to design a new engine. So the conclusion is, engineers do the new things. Engineers solve new problems of our daily life. For example, if you are a civil engineer and you get a project to build a flyover in Delhi, you cannot repeat your work what you did in Mumbai in Delhi. You have to understand the conditions in Delhi. Delhi comes in earthquake zone 4. So you have to make flyover according to conditions of Delhi. So it is entirely a new project. So the conclusion is, engineers solve new problems of our daily life. This I call as engineering aptitude. So basically, IITs conduct a separate exam to test your engineering aptitude. Now question arises, how on the basis of a paper, how can they check the engineering aptitude? So let me tell you, they check your engineering aptitude on the basis of paper by asking new questions in the paper. And this is the record of JEE. They never repeat questions. They always ask new questions because their objective is to test your problem solving ability. Basically, they want to check your ability of solving new problems. Got the idea? So this is the objective of the paper. Now if I compare JEE paper with board paper, you must have heard your parents, your teachers saying that solve last 10 years of papers, you will definitely get 80-85% marks. So the objective behind saying this is, in board exam, they are going to ask familiar questions. They are going to ask known questions. Means you are aware of question, you are aware of answer. You have to practice that answer at home and then you have to write that answer in the examination hall. If you practice about 200 to 250 questions, you will definitely get 30 questions out of 200 to 250 questions in the board paper. And obviously these 30 questions are the familiar questions. You are already aware of the question, you are already aware of the answer. Okay? But in JEE paper, you are not going to get known questions. Board paper, solving board paper is like a work of mechanic. If I differentiate a mechanic with engineer, a mechanic does what? Every day he opens the same engine, he repairs that engine. Every day he is doing the same job. That is known work, familiar work. But an engineer, for example, mechanical engineer, is going to do the new work. A mechanical engineer has to design a new engine. He cannot work like a mechanic. And whenever we do something new, there are chances that we will make mistake. That is why when you take JEE test, since there are new questions, you make mistake. That is why very few students get 30 to 40% marks. For example, if I say you go from Mumbai to Hyderabad by road. Since you are going Mumbai to Hyderabad first time, there are chances that you find difficulty. But if you have gone from Mumbai to Hyderabad many times, for example 5 to 6 times, then when you go from Mumbai to Hyderabad 7th time, then you will not find difficulty. This is the difference between known things and unknown things. Math is like a concept. You know the concept, but you are dealing with new problem. That is why you are facing difficulty. I'll take few questions here. I'll discuss few questions here to understand the importance of new questions even if you know the concept. We all are aware of this concept 1 by 0 not defined. Any number divided with 0 is not defined. Now, if I take a question like, is x plus 3 upon x plus 3 is equal to 1 true always? Is this true always? Now in first appearance, it seems to be correct, because if I check the left hand side, numerator has x plus 3, denominator has x plus 3. So x plus 3, both will get cancelled. Left hand side is equal to 1, right hand side is equal to 1. That is why this is true. But look at the denominator part, x plus 3. If I write x as minus 3, then this denominator becomes 0. And if the denominator term is 0, means not defined. So left hand side becomes not defined, right hand side is given as 1. How can we say not defined is equal to 1? So this is not true always. Now I'll take another question with the same concept. Question says, is tan theta into cos theta is equal to sin theta true always? Is this identity true always? Now, if I take the left hand side, it is tan theta into cos theta. Tan theta I can write as sin theta upon cos theta. And in the numerator also there is cos theta. Cos theta same. So it will get cancelled. So left hand side becomes sin theta. Right hand side is also given as sin theta. Left hand side is equal to right hand side. That is why it should be true. But again, you look at the denominator part, cos theta. Do you know any angle theta at which cos theta is 0? Yes, 90 degree. Cos 90 is 0. And not only 90 degree, there are many other angles also. And if you write cos 90, this denominator is 0. Any number divided with 0 is not defined. So left hand side becomes not defined. But at 90 degree, sin 90 is 1. So right hand side is 1. Again, how can you say not defined is equal to 1? It's not correct. Left hand side is not defined. Right hand side is defined. That is why this is not true always. Now you can see the same concept but a different problem. Same. There also in JEE paper they ask same concept but new problem. They frame new questions with the help of same concept. Okay. Now I'll take another question here. Which of the following is pure? Air, sea water, milk, ice. Many times you have heard your mother complaining to milkman that he does not bring pure milk. Now, what is the scientific definition of pure? Scientific definition is pure substance is substance made up of one kind of particles. For example, if I talk about air, air consists of nitrogen, oxygen, CO2, argon, etc. So there are many gases present in air. So air cannot be considered as pure. Now, if I take seawater has many salts. Salts with water. So again, it should be considered as a mixture. It cannot be considered as pure. Now milk. Milk, again a mixture. It has proteins, carbohydrates, water. That is why milk is also not a pure substance. Now ice. Ice is made up of only H2O molecules. That is why ice will be considered as pure. So you need to understand the word pure which we use in daily life and the word pure which we use in science. The scientific meaning of pure is different. So actually this pure word cannot be used for milk scientifically. Got the idea? Now, you must have learned in lower classes that for the formation of H2O, we require H and O in the ratio of 1:8 by mass. And the atomic ratio 2:1. So, I can write H2 plus half O2 giving H2O. Okay? Now, if I ask you, do we have H2 in our atmosphere? You'll say yes. Do we have O2 in our atmosphere? You'll say yes. If we have H2 in our atmosphere, if we have O2 in our atmosphere, then why don't we get rain every time in our surrounding? There should be rain around us every time, but this does not happen because every reaction, not only this, every reaction takes place at a particular energy level that we say as threshold energy. If I say this as the energy of reactant, this as the energy of product, then this is the barrier, threshold energy barrier. So, if you want to convert reactant into product, then molecules of the reactant should cross the energy barrier. Otherwise, reactant will not be converted into product. That is why this reaction does not take place. Got the idea? Now you have understood the objective of JEE paper conducted by IITs. They conduct a separate exam to test your engineering aptitude, to check your engineering aptitude, whether you are capable of becoming engineer or not. Now it is very important to increase the engineering aptitude if you want to get a good rank. So what is required to be done by you to increase your engineering aptitude? Now I will talk about those points. I will tell you how to increase your engineering aptitude. Number 1, self-study. If you want to get a good rank in JEE paper, then 80% contribution should be from your side. 80% contribution. Whatever is taught to you in the school or in coaching class, you have to revise the same day. Now another point. Regular study. Please note that JEE paper consists of 11th and 12th syllabus, while your board paper mostly 12th syllabus. In most of the board exams, they are 12th syllabus. So actually, this JEE preparation is a 2-year preparation. In board exam, it is easy to get 80 or 90% marks just by studying last 2-3 months. But here in JEE, this strategy will not work. If you want to get a good rank in JEE, then you have to study regularly. But the problem is, regular study is very difficult. Regular study is not easy for most of us. We want to study regularly. That is why we prepare timetable. Unfortunately, what happens? We prepare timetable and we hardly follow that timetable 6 or 7 days. Okay, and after 6 or 7 days, we again become normal. We follow schedule randomly. Then again for 3-4 months, the study becomes random. But again, if someone inspires us, again we prepare timetable, again we follow timetable for 10-15 days. Again, things become same. Again, we study in a random manner. So, regular study is a difficult task. Even if we want to study, it is difficult for us to study regularly. Now, I will tell you what should you do to study regularly. What should you do so that you can study regularly? I'll give you some tips here. First of all, you go to market and buy a diary. In that diary, in the first page, you write my magical diary, because this diary is going to help you how to study regularly. Got the point? Now, most of the time we fail to follow the schedule or timetable prepared by us because we prepare a permanent timetable. Permanent timetable for every day, every week, every month, for whole year. That is the problem. We don't know what is going to happen in the next week. How can we prepare a permanent schedule? It is very important to prepare timetable or schedule on daily basis. So, divide your targets. First of all, your main target, that is 2-year target is what? To get a good rank in JEE exam. To get a good rank in JEE exam. In your diary you can write a rank also. You may have an expectation, so you can write that. Now you can divide that goal. Goal is actually you have to cover 11th and 12th syllabus. Then divide this 2-year goal into 6 months goal. Then 6 monthly goals should be divided into monthly goals. Monthly goals should be divided into weekly goals. And weekly goals should be divided into daily goals. So basically, this daily goal, this you have to prepare every day. I'll tell you how. On Sunday night, you prepare your daily schedule for Monday. For example, on Sunday night, you write schedule for Monday like this. You write like if 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. you have school, you write that. And let me tell you, whatever you want to do on Monday, like you want to play, you want to go to watch a movie, you write everything, whatever you want to do on Monday. Okay, so 7 to 2 school. Now by 2:30 if you come back, then I'll write 2:30 to 3:30. 2:30 to 3:30 you take rest. You can have lunch. Now from 3:30 to 4:30 you do the school homework so that you do not face any problem in the school. Okay, now after this, from 4:30 to 5:30 you can write here like 1 hour study of chemistry and chemistry JE, chemistry for J, and you write what you are going to do in this 1 hour. For example, 10 problems from P. Bahadur, numerical chemistry, P. Bahadur, and you write the chapter name also, like chemical equilibrium. Okay, now from 5:30 to 6:30 you can go to play or you can take rest, whatever you want to do in this time period. Now after this, for example 7 to 9 you have tuition. You write tuition time, 7 to 9 tuition, and by 9:30 you come back, and then you can say 9:30 to 10 you can say dinner. Okay, now from 10 to 11 you write 1 hour study of physics, JEE, and in that also you write what you are going to do. For example, you write 10 problems from H.C. Verma, let us say gravitation. Okay, now from 11 to 12 you write 1 hour study of mathematics. for JEE. And you write there 10 problems of permutation and combination. So this way you prepare the schedule or timetable of Monday on Sunday night. Then on Monday, try to follow this schedule. Try to follow this schedule. But on Monday night, you do the analysis of the work which you have done. On Monday night, if you have gone to school, put a tick mark. You have taken the rest, put a tick mark. You have done the school work, put a tick mark. You have studied chemistry, you put a tick mark. You did this tick mark. And because of some reason you did not do this, you failed to do this, then put cross. So after analysis you have realized that there are 2 cross marks. Now after doing the analysis, you prepare timetable or schedule for Tuesday. Monday night you prepare schedule for Tuesday, and again you follow that on Tuesday. Same, you do the analysis on Tuesday night, then again Tuesday night you prepare schedule for Wednesday. You have to do this. You have to do this till Saturday. On Saturday night, when you are planning to prepare schedule for Sunday, timetable for Sunday, that timetable will not be the regular timetable what you have prepared for the whole week. That will be a special timetable, because Sunday you don't have school, you will have more time to study. And second thing, you analyze the whole week timetable. You will find many crosses, you will find many tick marks. On Saturday night, you prepare schedule for the crosses. Whole week you will be having many cross marks. Since you did not study this, you write for Sunday schedule, Sunday timetable, and try to follow that on Sunday. This way, what will happen? Whatever you have decided for that week, your weekly target will be completed. Got the idea? So, daily timetable, daily assessment, and then Saturday night, the assessment of the whole week, and Sunday, you have to complete whatever you have not done in the week. Okay? And this is the weekly assessment. Now, you have to do same manner the monthly assessment. You have to do your 6 monthly assessment. If you find that crosses are more, try to minimize that. Got the idea? Believe me, daily timetable is much better than permanent timetable. Daily timetable will help you in studying on a regular basis. Okay? Now, another point. Prepare good notes. It's very important. Whatever you study, whatever you learn from your teacher, you prepare good notes. You are not studying for today, you are studying for the exam which is going to happen after 2 years or 1 year. So it is very important to have notes. After 2 months, your notes will help you in revising the chapter. Second thing, always prepare short notes. For example, if you have studied chapter, let us say gravitation, after completing the chapter, after solving all kinds of problems of this chapter, you prepare short notes. Now, what is meant by short notes here? After revising this gravitation, after completing this gravitation, you write 20 to 30 points on the chapter. 20 to 30 points on the chapter depending upon the length of the chapter. Now these points may include important formula, any formula you can write, any important concept which you want to write, or many times when we solve problems, we conclude something, we conclude some important result after solving a particular question. So you write conclusions from important problems. Next, when you solve problems, you will realize that there are few problems which involve important concepts, which will involve all the concepts of the chapter. You write those problems because finally, before the exam, these points will help you in revising all chapters in quick manner. Okay, so it is very important to prepare short notes. Another important point. Many times I have realized that students use eraser and pencil while solving question. And if they make mistake, they erase that mistake. My advice is never erase your mistakes. Whatever mistakes you are doing while solving problems, write there. Don't erase. Just put a cross. I will say make album of your mistakes. Your mistakes will realize you in future that don't do these mistakes in the exam hall. So never erase your mistakes. Got the point? Now next. Next point, mock test. Tests are very important. Take as many mock tests as possible during your preparation. For this you can join any test series. Even testprep.com provides you free online test, unlimited online test. And let me tell you, these mock tests will help you in improving your speed. Second, the rank which you get in mock test, these ranks will help you in knowing where you stand on all India basis. So take as many mock tests as possible. Second, whenever you take mock test, after mock test, do the analysis of that test. Self-analysis is must. Now, what is required to be done in that analysis? After every test, do the analysis, question-wise analysis. For every question, you write my answer. Whatever answer you have got, right or wrong, does not matter. You write my answer. Number 2, my explanation. Number 3, correct answer. Number 4, correct explanation. You may write 2-3 possible methods of solving the same question after discussing with your friends, your teacher. So this analysis is very important, because in future, for example, your answer is wrong here. So in future, you will not repeat this mistake which you have done in this test. Okay, so analysis is very important after the test. While taking the test, if you don't get first 6-7 questions, don't get panic. Maintain your cool and calm while attempting questions in the examination hall. And also at the same time, assign the time limits to different sections of the paper. This will help you in maintaining the speed during the exam. Got the idea? Now another point. Next point, good books. Books are very important because good books will help you in knowing the concepts in a correct manner. For JEE exam conducted by IITs, you can refer for physics, H.C. Verma, concepts of physics, part 1 and part 2. For both problems, numericals and theory part. Number 2, you can refer Resnick and Halliday for theoretical purpose, for theory. Number 3, you can refer Irodov for few problems. For mathematics, for trigonometry and coordinate geometry. You can refer S.L. Loney for higher algebra. You can refer Hall and Knight. For calculus, you can refer I.A. Meron. For chemistry, you can refer Puri and Sharma. For theory, especially physical chemistry, and Dr. P. Bahadur or R.C. Mukherjee for numericals. Especially physical chemistry. Second, for organic chemistry, you can refer Morrison and Boyd, also Finar and Solomon. For inorganic chemistry, you can refer J.D. Lee. And for chemistry, please go through all the points given in 11th and 12th NCERT. So these are the books that you can refer for your JEE exam. Now another important point. Another important point is health. Most of the time, we ignore this. I request you take a proper diet. Health is very important if you want to get a good rank in JEE. And next point, positive attitude. It's all about your attitude towards the exam. You have to keep positive attitude towards the exam. Believe in you, believe that you are capable of qualifying the exam. Talk to those who encourage you, like your parents, your teachers. Whenever you feel low or you get less marks in the exams, don't get depressed. Take a paper and a pen and write, I can do. I can do. You write this 100 times. Believe me, you will get the positive energy. Finally, I will quote the words of Swami Vivekananda. Stand up, be bold, be strong, and take the whole responsibility on your shoulder, and know that you are the creator of your own destiny. All the strength and success you want is within you. All the best.